Race fans, welcome to the final event of the night here at New Smyrna Speedway. It's the Super Stocks. Normally it would be the Bombers concluding tonight's event, but after their 50-lap race where they got the spotlight, it's time we conclude tonight's racing program with the Super Stocks. We have 11 Super Stocks here, set to go for 25 laps. And as they're rolling out, it's time to read the starting grid. On the pole position in car number 17, the Space Coast Welding and Fabrication Special from Melbourne, Florida, it's John Hodge. And at his outside, in the 63, it's Dale Howard. In the second row, in the 2X, that is going to be Mike Amato. On the outside of him with the 95, it's Garrett Hill. Third row, in the 56, he turned a few laps during the Sportsman race here earlier this evening. It's Bobby Holley. And on his outside in the 6th, 2014 Rookie of the Year in this division, it's Preston Hunt. Then it's going to be the 16 of David Gould starting in the 7th spot. And the 14 of Billy Bellflower is slated to roll off in 8th. Then it's going to be the 21 of Mike Dahm and the XL of Jeff Cuddy, who's won a feature this year. And starting as a scratch on the field in the 43 car, that Richard Petty tribute, that's Jake Williamson. Cody Jett has actually been declared the winner of the Sportsman feature. Bruce Bennett got disqualified. A few things have shifted, actually, as the 14 of Bellflower has dropped to the back, moving everybody else up a spot. And Williamson is also going to go to, is also starting in the back, too, in that 43 car. And now they're going to move Mike Amato up to the pole right now in that 2X car. They're moving him to the pole. And they're knocking some of the other drivers back a spot. They're moving Amato to the pole. No, they're not. No, they're not. I misspoke. He just pulled ahead of everybody. All right, we should be going green here for 25 laps in the Super Stocks coming up here shortly. Right now, Bobby Holley has the points lead here, 14 points over Dale Howard, and the 1-to-go signal is coming out. Bobby Holley's won a feature. Jeff Cuddy's won a feature event this year. David Gould in the 16 has won a feature. Preston Hunt in that 6 car, he won a 50-lapper that this division ran earlier this year. And I know that Holley, Cuddy, and Gould all want to get back into victory lane. But on the other hand, you have the guys who want to have that first feature win of the year tonight, so we're going to see how that's going to play out. Lights are out on the Daytona Dodge pace car as they come through 3 and 4. Pace car is going to pull off of the racetrack, and the green flag is going to come flying. And we are Super Stock racing here at New Smyrna Speedway, and John Hodge is going to get a really good start as they go back through 1 and 2. And here comes Garrett Hill up in the 95 trying to pull up. They're all pretty bunched up here. This is going to give Amato the lead. A lot of bumping and banging going on, and Garrett Hill's in the wall. We're not done with the first lap of the race, and Garrett Hill in car number 95 got turned into the wall during that whole mid-pack crunch session. Looked like maybe the 6 got into the back of the 95 and spun him around into the wall. Just a big bunch up. The 95 went around. Damage to the front end of the 95. But it doesn't look to be too serious. He can probably continue this race. And since the first lap of this race was not completed, it's going to be declared a no contest. And they're going to line everybody back up where they were at the green flag drop, and they're going to restart this thing. So they're going to line everybody back up, and we're going to get a take 2 at the start of this race. And here's the hope, and after that, it's going to be smooth sailing ahead and a nice, exciting race. Preston Hunt is going to be named the wave-around car. Either that or he's going to pull into the pits. And Preston Hunt's going to come into the pits now. So Preston Hunt right now is in the pits. They're going to get that car checked out. And we're going to restart this race. We're going to have take 2, action, and go. Here maybe the next caution lap or so. So they're going to make sure everybody gets sorted out back to where they need to be. It looks to be, I think what happened with Preston Hunt is I think the contact with the 95 car bent his fender in. So they're bending it back out to make sure that it doesn't rub the tire. And that's actually a really good idea. Hey, at least he didn't do what Sterling Marlin did at the end of the Daytona 500 that one year. Jump out the car and start fixing it under red flag. Didn't win the race. All right. The track official is liking what he's seeing. He's going to tell him to go double file right now. So we're going to see if Preston Hunt's going to make the start of the race in the 6 car. Doubled up now as they're going back through 1 and 2. Preston Hunt is going to try and rejoin this race desperately. July 9th. Preston Hunt is back out onto the racing track. He is moving out of pit road now. He's going to try and get to the back of the pack here. Try and not get caught by the pace car. He's just going to wait at the end of the pit road for the field to go by so we can hop in the back. And we're going to see if we can get this race underway. 25 laps for the Super Stocks. And Preston Hunt's just going to hop out in the back here. All 11 cars still out on the track, and all 11 cars are going to start this race. The Daytona Dodge pace car is going to pull off of the racetrack here shortly. And this track, it is going to pull off, and it is going to pull off the track. The Daytona Dodge pace car going back to the pit lane. John Hodge is going to lead them at a turn number 4. The flag man raised the green flag. Take 2 and action. Dale Howard looks to have gotten a pretty good start as he's starting to poke out into the lead here as they go through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway they go. A lot of these drivers are still running side by side. Here comes Garrett Hill poking his nose out for 3rd. Looks like Cuddy's going to give him a little bit of a bump. Here we come now down the front straight. It looks like Hodge is going to lead lap 1. We have a whole group of drivers up at the front here competing for the win here. Hodge now on the inside, and we have Howard gets loose. Cuddy's going to get loose here. He's going to save it. That was some excellent driving there because that could have been disastrous. And John Hodge is going to lead lap number 2, but here comes Garrett Hill trying to get over here in the 95. Bobby Holley's now going to make his way around Mike Amato now for that 3rd spot. And here comes Preston Hunt getting around him too. Jeff Cuddy's going to try and rebound from that and make his way up to the front as they make their way around the slow car of Jake Williamson. And here comes Preston Hunt now to the inside of Holley to try and get the 3rd spot. Preston Hunt in battle for 3rd. And Preston Hunt is going to get 3rd away from Bobby Holley. And here comes Jeff Cuddy now trying to follow Hunt. And here comes Preston Hunt again to the inside of Garrett Hill. They touch. Hill gets loose. He hits Cuddy. Both those drivers are going to keep their cars going. No caution flag is going to come out this time. And that was some excellent driving by Hill and Cuddy as Preston Hunt in car number 6 is now tracking down John Hodge for the lead. And Cuddy's now going to try and get around Bobby Holley. He's going to come up to the outside here. Battle for the 4th spot off of turn 2. Jeff Cuddy's going to get the 4th spot away from Holley. Now he's going to try and get around Garrett Hill for 3rd. Preston Hunt is now all over the rear bumper of John Hodge. Hodge has a rear view mirror full of the Sunbelt Reynolds car as Jeff Cuddy goes by on the outside of Garrett Hill for 3rd. Garrett Hill gets stuck up behind the lap car, Williamson. And here comes Hunt now in the 6th car trying to get the lead away from Hodge. Here comes Cuddy pulling up now. Garrett Hill gets 4th away from Bobby Holley. And here comes Bobby Holley trying to get the 4th spot back, and Hodge goes around. John Hodge goes around, and the caution flag is coming out.